YouTube, what's happening? So, if you've been watching it all, you know my last two videos absolutely bomb. I think I killed the last two drafts that I've been doing. So y'all should definitely check those out. First thing, check my last two videos. Probably find it somewhere all throughout here. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, click down there, find whatever you need to find. But we're gonna kick off a lower level draft. We're gonna do a puppy and see how this works out. Definitely looking forward to this right now. But man, my viewers, my live viewers, I'm like, where y'all been at, my homies? Looking for y'all homies to jump back in here. So I'm gonna wait a second, see if anyone jumps in here. If not, it's all good. Regulars. I think once I started doing this every day, like y'all been tuning out, something like that. So definitely want to increase the tune in, get these 300 viewers. But let's kick off a draft. Let's kick off a draft. Let's do it. Let's jump in here. Yeah, yeah, this is gonna be a good one. You know, I posted on Fiverr, so if you're familiar with Fiverr, you can post gigs on there and people can pay for your services. So I posted a online personal training gig, and really thinking some homies are gonna fuck with that heavy. If you do go on Fiverr, you look up Matt Neiman, the same name as my YouTube, you're gonna be able to find me, able to pay for my services. I can always link you if anyone has any questions. Just leave a comment, obviously, and I'll get back to you. But basically, I can give you the best plans for dieting and for workouts, and I'll get you on point. I promise I'll get you on point. That's what's all included is 3 months of on pointness. You hear what I'm saying? The premium package is weekly updates. We go and talk about everything every week. I almost want to highlight the other two videos that I did though. I really want people to tune into those videos because those are like the perfect drafts. Like if I were to outline things to do, it would be those last two videos. So definitely check those out. Right now, I'm surprised we ain't got none of the squad in here. We ain't got none of the squad up in here. So I'm wondering where the squad's at. Where's the squad, baby? Where the squad at, baby? We definitely kicking this off. You know what it is. Jamar Chase goes as the one-on-one. I haven't seen that. All right, I've seen it once before. And it's when I was at the two. I was pretty hype. I got Justin Jefferson as a two. Yeah. People just thinking I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna switch up what we're doing here a little bit. Travis Kelce going at the three. And it is surprising when Travis Kelce, his rankings have gone down a little bit. Cooper Kupp, I don't necessarily disagree. I don't disagree with Cooper Kupp going next. But McCaffrey, that's a good pick at five. I almost want to say I want to go Devontae, but I think I'll lock up AJ Brown if he falls to me. So I know Jonathan Taylor's on the board, and Jonathan Taylor's someone I love to eye up and whatnot, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select Devontae Adams, get a wide receiver, a number one wide receiver, get things going. I think I'm going to also go wide receiver here. Probably double up. I could pick up Saquon, probably. Saquon wouldn't be a bad pick, but I think I'd prefer, if I could, I would go CD right here. So I'd get Devontae and CD. He goes first thing next. What will I do here? I would like Garrett Wilson, but if Garrett Wilson's off the board, I'll go Saquon. So I'm able to get Garrett Wilson, and you could argue go Saquon there. He had 255 points last season, and it seems like his numbers are only going to increase. I could totally see his numbers increasing. I could see it happen, but I wanted to lock up wide receivers. I wanted to change this draft up. I usually am more partial, and I'll usually go to these their points. If you have a lot of points, I'll fucking pick you. Even if you're a running back, I'll do 3 in a row running back, but I wanted to switch it up. Just get some wideouts here. I wanted to start this shit strong, get some number ones in here. So that's what I did. Obviously, I think Saquon's an immense talent, and I think he's going to rack up close to 250. He could even go for 300, let's be honest. So maybe you could argue go Saquon there. Garrett Wilson with a new quarterback in town, I could see him putting up big numbers too. So I just took the gamble on Garrett Wilson, and you could totally go Saquon there as well. So when I went to go give this, hold up, hold up. Let's get this, baby. It says we got some viewers in here. What's up, viewers? It's showing me as, leave something in the comment section or in the live chat. Definitely give me a shout out, something like that. What's happening, everybody? It's not showing me as when I go and check it, it doesn't show as anyone watching. But it does when I check on my phone. So I check on my phone and it says 2 people are watching, and on here it shows as 0. So that's sort of, it's something different right there. So definitely interesting for me. But we're gonna have to see what we do here. Up in just 6 picks. Do I go wide receiver again? I think I definitely could go wide out for sure. I could make it happen. But in 5 picks, I'll take Lamar if he's on the board. I think that would be a dirty squad. Team dirty. So Lamar's off the board. Right now, I just say Debo. I wouldn't, if Debo's off the board, I'll go Calvin Ridley. But I think I'm gonna try to pick one of these guys and then get Najee Harris, because I think Najee Harris is gonna have a better season than both these guys at running back. So Debo Samuel off the board. I'm gonna go Calvin Ridley. There we go. 3 number ones and 4 picks. I'm trying to get Najee. Yes, I passed up Mark Andrews. Yes, Mark Andrews would have been a good pick. But I went and got that wide receiver. All right, you don't know how many points these guys are going to get, these wide receivers. You also don't know with Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews could have a 250-point season. And if he does have a 250-point season at tight end, you kind of eye that up and say, that's next level right there. That is next level. So I'm going to, oh gosh. I almost want to take Mark Andrews. I really want to take Mark Andrews, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take Najee. I was, I wanted to take Mark Andrews. I was so close to taking Mark Andrews, but I went Najee Harris right there. I don't know. Once I saw T.J. Hawkinson off the board before Mark Andrews, I said, "Stop disrespecting the man." I would have gone him in a second, in a heartbeat, if Najee weren't there. I pledge allegiance to Najee. So this guy gets him at 42, and he's 10 behind ADP. He's got a good team. That's a little bit. It's unfair, ladies and gentlemen. I shouldn't have let him pass, but I did. So it's unfair. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm surprised ain't nobody tuning in. All right, I know that a couple people tuned in, just a couple heads tuned in, but it's all good. Someone's gonna watch after the fact and understand what I'm doing. All right, understand my whole team. Again, I say this every day. I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this. Today, I even consider I was like, I want to do a draft, but at the same time, I don't want to live stream because if I'm giving y'all too much content, you guys can't handle all the content that I bring. So I used to only live stream probably 2 times a week. Now I'm doing it damn near every day just for one draft. I'm bringing you one draft at a time. But I got that craving. I'm going to do a draft, and I was like, I should live stream it. But maybe I shouldn't have, just so I could shorten it up for you guys, just so I could give you guys um, less of options when you can watch me. If I do it every day, it's too many times for you guys. I feel like, but maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe y'all watching after the fact. We're gonna kill this draft. 6 picks away. Obviously, a target for me right now is George Kittle. It's not close. I would go George Kittle. Why? Because I passed up on the one, the only. No, he's not the one, the only. All right, we can't forget about Pat Fryermuth. But come on now, Pat Fryermuth. That's a real target. So uh, I wouldn't pass on George Kittle though. I would take George Kittle before all these guys. All right, so it looks like I'm able to pick up George Kittle. I don't think this guy's gonna take him. I'm able to get George Kittle. The next guy on my board would have been Michael Pittman. That would have been nasty getting Michael Pittman as well. But I want George Kittle right there. Get a guy who can be a guy. That's the way to get a guy. Get a guy that can be a guy. That's the way to get a guy. If Michael Pittman's still on the board, I'll take Michael Pittman. Besides that, I want Dalvin Cook. It's pretty clear to me that George Kittle was the right selection. But I'll take Michael Pittman or Dalvin Cook. Please, if anyone else falls off the board, I'll be pretty disappointed. I will be pretty disappointed if both these cats are off the board. But here we go. So Michael Pittman's off the board. I'll be disappointed as hell. Damian Pierce. So I would go Joe Mixon in a heartbeat, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go and get Michael Pittman. Definitely Joe Mixon on my mind, but in terms of the most upside, I wouldn't say it's Joe Mixon. But at the same time, he did have 260 one year. I think he could repeat. So Joe Mixon, definitely someone I wanted to be eyeing up, but I went ahead and I got that fourth uh, wide receiver right now. And 17 picks. I think that's Javonte Williams territory. That's Alvin Kamara, you know. But man, I do feel some type of way that I skipped on Joe Mixon. I do feel some type of way. Just know that. And I know he might fall here another 5 picks, but Joe Mixon definitely the person I was eyeing up besides my next player. So keep that in mind. While y'all are rocking in this chat, you know, y'all are doing your thing, whatnot, I'm going to go take a piss because that's essential. Addison off the board, that's tough. Did Alvin Kamara already get taken? Did Alvin Kamara already go off the board? No, he's still on the board. But I'm going to go here. I'm going to get Cam Akers. I'm really hoping James Conner's on the board next. But if James Conner's off the board, I'll take Anthony Richardson. All right, so that's not an option. So I'm not able to get the guy I was looking for. So I'll just take Brandon Cooks here. You know, I would have taken Alvin Kamara next, but the thing about it is that he's so far down the board that I'm thinking there might be a possibility of him falling 15 picks. But it was definitely on my mind to take Alvin Kamara instead of Brandon Cooks. For sure, that was something I was thinking about. But him being that far down the board, I wasn't willing to do it. Not in this situation. Not when I just picked up Cam Akers, but Alvin Kamara clearly on my mind. And if you haven't, and you got to this point, I just mentioned this before earlier in this, but definitely check out my last 2 videos because I really did a great job, I feel, picking different players. So Alvin Kamara, it's looking like he's not going to fall, but he's definitely not going to fall 11 picks. So I'm sort of feeling like maybe I should have just reached on him. But if you reach, I teach. So man, I'm not going to do it. Bro, if my dog is struggling, dude, just go out. Dude, it's good. Are you going to lay down or are you going to go out? Or do both? Nice. Nice. So Alvin Kamara just goes off the board. That's a tough one for me, gotta say. And Tua off the board. I think I'll go for Aaron Rodgers and then try to get AJ Dillon. But it could be Geno Range as well. For sure, Geno Range, but uh, Aaron Rodgers goes off the board. So I don't think I'm going to pick any quarterback quite yet. It could be, I think it might be Geno Range, though. Is it? Maybe not yet. So I'm going to get AJ Dillon. I'm really feeling like if I wait on Geno, he's going to be gone. So Geno's going to be gone. But I don't have any connections with Geno. But he did have 314 points last season. Who else? It could be Russ Wilson. It could be Kyler Murray. Jordan Love. I mean, I would take both those guys, but Matthew Stafford on my mind. All right, so I would go Alexander Madison here, but I'm going to go Geno. Obviously, I have Devontae Adams, so I want to target Jimmy Garoppolo later in this draft. But basically, Dak is off the board. Anthony Richardson's off the board. Aaron Rodgers is off the board. And Trevor Lawrence is off the board. So I probably would have gone to Alexander Madison if I felt like I had another quarterback option. For good reason. It just makes me think about last season. Geno Smith way up in ADP. Like, his shit's skyrocketing now. So, yeah, again, like the Alvin Kamara move, it's like there's no way Alexander Madison falls that far. But if he does, I'm here for him. Yeah, he gets taken. So I think I'm gonna play this the coolest way possible. Like, I'm gonna wait for people to be dropping their ADP. But I don't know if I want Jared Goff necessarily. I don't know if I want Jared Goff. Yeah, Jared Goff. I hope he goes off the board because he's not someone I want to be drafting. The next person I want to take is Russell Wilson. But I would almost guarantee both those players don't fall back to me. So I'll go Khalil Herbert here. I was thinking about it. I'm thinking, Roshan Johnson might step up in that backfield. They took him with an early fourth. So both Russ and Jared Goff go off the board. I wouldn't be mad at Kyler Murray, but I'm not gonna snag him this round. There's no way I can snag him this early. I mean, could he do it? Could he have 300 points? I think there's a chance. So maybe I do go ahead and I get a little quarterback. Do a little frenzy here. Go quarterback. But I'm live streaming now, but with the lack of people in here, it's like almost feel like I could have saved myself and waited to turn it up a little bit, but it is what it is. I'm picking Khalil Herbert. I'm doing it get me in the element more too. This gets me in my best state to give the best draft I can. So I went and I took Khalil Herbert. He could be a big player in that backfield. But Roshan Johnson, definitely someone to eye up. Antonio Gibson, another player. He's going to get similar numbers. I think I'll go ahead and I'll take Kyler Murray. I don't necessarily love it, but I'll snag him. I'll snag him. I've seen him fall so many times that's the only reason. Antonio Gibson, another player on my mind. But I could go Antonio Gibson, but I feel like a Leonard Fournette might offer me the best talent in terms of, it's not that when I compare those two players, they're very similar. Antonio Gibson probably takes the tip of the hat, but I can probably get someone else, and I wouldn't be able to get Kyler Murray later in the draft. Let's see, Derek Carr, Jordan Love. I might take Derek Carr if he falls. Besides that, I think I waited out for Jimmy Garoppolo. But Geno Smith, Kyler Murray combination, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Derek Carr goes off the board. Gotta wonder who took Jacoby Myers. Whoever took Jacoby Myers, he's at risk for taking my third quarterback, which I'm not in a position where I now need a third quarterback. You can very well say Geno Smith or Kyler Murray gets they double up and they get over 300 points each. And one of them maybe pops off in the playoffs. You could see it. I could definitely see it happen. You think Jarrett McKinnon's going to re-sign with KC? That would be an interesting one. Bryce Young off the board early. It's all good for me. It's all good for me. Hopefully at the 202, I can snag Jimmy Garoppolo. Hopefully. I'd definitely take Rashee Rice here. For sure, take Rashee Rice. KJ Osborne on my mind as well. I'd go KJ Osborne. But Rasheed Rice, give me Rasheed Rice to be honest. I think Ezekiel Elliott's next on my list. I think Deontay Foreman could step up in the backfield. I think he could, but I'll just go Ezekiel Elliott over that. Also, I could just double up and take if let's say Zeke is off the board, I could double up take Marquez. So I was talking about waiting for Leonard Fournette. I could just go ahead and take Marquez. But whatever. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do Ezekiel Elliott. I know one of these two are also calling me, but I did start with some heavy wide receivers, so for that reason I'm gonna go Zeke. But I do like Leonard Fournette still on the board, so and Deontay Foreman's still there. Deontay Foreman could be a play, but just look at Zeke's numbers. I think wherever he gets signed, he's going to do big things. So I'm good at running back. I probably don't need another guy. I could take a Leonard Fournette if I wanted to, but I'll probably stay off that. One more quarterback for sure. One another quarterback, probably with. I'll just assume that George Kittle has a breaking season, but let's be realistic now. He might only have 140 points. So let's say he has 140 points. And no, I mean I've been someone saying George Kittle is going to go up in production from 170 last season. I've been saying consistently he's going to go up in production, but someone brought up to me that there might be a certain player at quarterback that doesn't allow him to maximize his talent. So that's where I've been thinking about George Kittle possibly. I think that's why it's been falling because there's that uncertainty at quarterback, and one of them doesn't play as well with George Kittle, get him the ball as much. So, man, uh, I might. It depends where I'm at in the draft. I for sure want another tight end. Just got to find the right guy. Do I go for like a Gerald Everett or do I try to get two guys that could turn into something? I could go Sam Laporta with him. That would be sneaky. Not that I have. All right, so Matthew Stafford. I don't want to draft Trey Lance. I don't want to do it. Trey Lance fell 40 picks one time. I saw him fall 40 picks, and I snagged him 40 after. Yeah, that happened. That was probably one of my best teams of all time. I felt like he fell that far in ADP. I'm just going to take him. But Trey Lance is the guy I'm talking about, possibly being that dude who he's up and down. I think I'll go Rondell Moore here. Even though I like Mondell Robinson, what Mondell Robinson can bring, I'm going to go Rondell Moore. Maybe I double up. Maybe I take Michael Mayer over Sam Laporta. I do like Sam Laporta's catching ability more than Michael Mayer, but because I'm probably gonna take Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm gonna not gonna take him this early. But because let's see, does anyone have? Everyone has two quarterbacks. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take Rondale. Next player on my list is Michael Mayer. I'm not going to take Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm going to let him fall. And if I don't get Jimmy Garoppolo, my third quarterback will be like a Mac Jones. But I've seen Jimmy Garoppolo fall before, so this is why I'm doing this. I'm really hoping this works. And obviously, I was close to Sam Laporta. I was deciding between Michael Mayer and Sam Laporta, but because I want to target Jimmy Garoppolo, I want to double up with Michael Mayer could get targets. So Jimmy Garoppolo falls, so my plan goes to shit. I should have taken Sam Laporta, but over that, I should have taken Jimmy Garoppolo. I realize now. I'm fine with looking down the list and taking a player if he makes sense. It's those players that don't have connections. So that's my mistake. I should have gone Jimmy Garoppolo right there. But hey, we're gonna push on. We're gonna see if this team still can't do damage, huh? I think I target Mike Gesicki and pick up a Mac Jones. Mac Jones to have 250 points this season. I think he could do it. But see, he's not pushing 300 like a Jimmy Garoppolo could possibly do. So, I think I should have just taken Jimmy, like I just said, but man, we got to look on. Some drafts just don't go your way. This one, I'd say, is pretty good overall, but I think he's the one that got away. Jimmy, you're the one that got away. I'll say it right now. Will Mike Gesicki fall 10 picks, 9 picks? Brock Purdy off the board. Yeah, I would have liked to have Jimmy Garoppolo. I would have. I think I'll take Mac Jones. Will Levis is someone to consider, but I don't necessarily want to take him, quite honestly. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take Mike Gesicki. And then I'm going to double up because this is my last pick now. I'm going to take Mac Jones. And like he's not pushing like that next level numbers, but I don't want to take him that badly. Maybe I shouldn't take him, but I'm just going to get that third quarterback in the rotation. Maybe he's in for 2 weeks. This is for 2 weeks. I think a eighth wide receiver could have helped a lot. There are a couple players I really like, but didn't turn out that way. Just got who I could get. So uh, my team: Geno Smith, Kyler Murray, Mac Jones. Obviously, the two with the most upside are these two. He doesn't. It feels like he doesn't even have a chance, but I guess he could do better in New England. He could. I matched him up. I paired him up. My last two picks: Mike Gesicki in New England and Mac Jones in New England. Michael Mayer. I was thinking Jimmy Garoppolo might fall, so I took Michael Mayer. I also have Devontae Adams as my number one, so that would have been nice to have Jimmy Garoppolo, but it didn't happen that way. Next, I have Najee Harris, Cam Akers, A.J. Dillon, Khalil Herbert, Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, I think I could get two starters out of this squad a week. I think I could get two guys. So we're going to have to let the ball roll, see what's going on with that. Garrett Wilson, I tried to get these quarterbacks matched with them, but wasn't able to do it. Garrett Wilson, Calvin Ridley, Michael Pittman, Brandon Cooks, Rasheed Rice. He could step up, and KC, I could see it happen. You just got to step up, Rondell Moore, pair him with a Kyler Murray. Then we got George Kittle. Yeah, we do. We got George Kittle. He could have a big season. So, definitely got one tight end. Got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's four. That's 4 wide receivers a week. Even one of them's away. That's still 4. I say 4 a week. I say I got 4 a week. I say that's 4 a week. I say that's 2 quarterbacks a week. I say that's 1 quarterback a week. So overall, I think my team is complete, and I hope you guys enjoyed.